you go out and you start off so well and then you finish the way we did. You know, I hate it for the seniors. They put so much into this program. They've done so much for the program that you wanted to go out and just win this game and just stop the slide and win it for them. But when you don't tackle well, we don't execute, then you know, you don't play well, then that's what happens. So we still we got the off season to look forward to now. The group that's coming back, knowing that there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and we still got a ways to go.
Questions? Coach, what do you say to fans who are disillusioned right now on the 6-game skid, who are looking for something to hang their head on for next season?
Well, it's you know, you get to go into the all season now, and then, you know, you lose 6 in a row, but you did win 7, and the thing we got to look at, and you know, I think that sometimes we get caught up in it, and we look at it the wrong way. Is we lost last year. We lost probably one of the best players in the history of this program. You lost a receiver who is starting right now for the Green Bay Packers. You have 4 guys on defense that are on the NFL roster that are playing, Sonata is starting. So when you lose those players and you have to go replace them, it's really tough to replace some of those players, because now you're looking at, you know, we got to go recruiting, which we did yesterday, and we ended up signing some really good players. But if we don't get Blake in here at quarterback, then you're still in a position where we got to go find us a quarterback. And Oladokin and Brett did a good job of coming in, but it's still in a process where we know that there's work that needs to be done in the program, and we got to go get it done. We got to coach better and got to play better, and it's a lot that needs to be done.
Coach, when things are going wrong, the fourth quarter drive, it's like third and 2, third and 4, and just 1 or 2 yards away. How much does that get magnified when you're in a skid like what you all have now?
Well, you get it to, you're right, and you hit that one drive, and it's third and 1 or 2, and you just don't make the tackle, and then all of a sudden, you know, they get the first down, then they get the, you know, burn more time off, and the guys start pressing, and when you got to tell players, you know, just relax and just play, and it's really hard because everybody wants to make a play and everyone wants to get off the field, and it does, and it just magnitudes it more just because everybody sees it, and hey, we got to get a stop, and we don't get to stop.
Doc's really preached special teams, and that's something you've been around and seen him excel at over the years and coach up. How important was their special teams keeping you all sort of in lengthy field situations?
Well, the punter, we were never able to flip the field. And we had to start the ball one time on the 1-yard line, and then we started again there on the 17, and the ball, and, you know, the punter did a really good job of, you know, placing the ball in the right area. But even on the kickoff return, we just didn't do a good job of really covering and getting down and just making the tackles. But you know, they did a good job, and Doc, you know, we always preach special teams, but we just didn't, we weren't able to make the kicks or to get down with the coverage. Well, it's, you know, we were in position to make some plays and we didn't make them, and it's just so hard till you go watch the game. But, you know, felt like that we were, you know, we moved the ball some, gave us a little different with, you know, putting McCants back there in the Wildcat, letting him run around some. But, you know, we were ahead of our opportunities.
Charlie, does it make it any harder? I mean, if you lost a bowl game anywhere in Indianapolis, it's tough to lose a bowl game that's in your house.
Well, that's tough, and you're at home, and you had a chance to come back, and after getting beat by Central Florida, now you have a chance to come back and play at home, but it's tough. You don't want to lose at all, whether it be a bowl game or anything, when you're at home.
What went into the decision to start Chris and then 2 series later play the rest of the game?
Well, Blake missed, and he's here, and he could tell you he missed the last game, and he was just battling through that injury. Then he was able to get healthy. Once he got back healthy, Chris had taken a lot of reps, so we ended up making that decision to start him.
Regardless of how Chris did, Blake was going to be coming in after the series?
Well, I don't know when the series was going to be, but he was going to come in.
What's the biggest reason to hope that next season that this won't carry over? Is it the O-line? Is it the running backs? Is it Blake? I mean, what makes you
Well, you have a lot of guys back, and so when you battle through adversity, then it ends up being a great learning experience. So now guys understand how hard we have to go work now. And now you got a group of juniors that are going to become seniors that will provide the leadership that we're missing. So you look at us on defense. You got all your defensive linemen are back. You know, you got to replace some guys in the secondary, but you have a lot returning. You have your special teams, your kickers are back. So it's more of us now just going to work and the coaching, and you got to coach now. We got to play a lot better. And there's when you look to the future and you know what you have returning, you know it's going to be there for you.
Ronnie, just what is your assessment of this program, of this team as you leave?
They're in good hands. I mean, coming from a guy with Coach Strong and what he's done over the past years and his resume, I mean, they're in good hands with Coach Strong and the people he brings in and the staff that he has. So I have no worries about what they will do next year. They'll be even better than what we were this year.
You going to say anything to the team that kind of a bad taste in your mouth the way this season kind of ended? Do you think you'll say something to some of your defensive players?
Even though things didn't go the way we wanted them to, I mean, you live and you learn. I mean, and those young guys will learn from this. Me coming in, I learned from the guys that were before me. So, I mean, they'll learn from this experience, and they can only grow from here. I mean, there's only climax from here, man. So, I mean, I salute those guys. It's been a pleasure here, me and my 4 years, and I enjoyed it.
Blake, will you be back next year?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think maybe, regardless of who the offensive coordinator is, what the play scheme is, do you think having a year here, kind of just coming in, being thrown in, be a little bit different? Do you think having a full offseason?
I think it'll help, definitely. You know, not being just, I was here for 3 months and just kind of, still learning the offense as we were going through the season, honestly. I think that'll definitely help. I have full trust in Coach Strong that he's going to bring in the guy that's going to help this team do the best to our ability. So, I'm really looking forward to this upcoming season. Obviously, tonight wasn't the results that we wanted. But, with that being said, there is a lot of guys coming back and, really looking forward off of not only building from this year, but this offseason coming up.
Like, how would you assess your first year here as a whole?
I think there was a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of things that, I know I could have done better. But, it's a little different. I'm in a different situation of being so old. But, this is also my first year of playing. So just being able to learn off it. And I think that was a great thing for me personally about this season is that I was able to learn a lot about myself, about, offense, football in general. I was really allowed to learn. So, like I said, I'm really looking forward to this upcoming offseason and building off of it.
Charlie, why
Why go for the field goal there at the end of the first half instead of trying to punch it in?
Well, we for first 3 tries we didn't get it, so we get the points, and then we had the ball at the start of the second half. So now you get the 3, and then you're hoping you get a drive going to establish the start of the second half and go get a touchdown. I didn't want to leave out there with no points because now you're down where we're down 21-7, so it ended up being 21-10, and then we get the ball start of the second half.
Well, how exciting was it to see that we saw Randall tonight and knowing how he's a young guy that's going to be back and obviously get better as this time goes on?
I think it's everything, what he did tonight, everyone knew he was capable of, so that was really exciting. We get the ball in his hand and let him make plays. He had a really good season, in my opinion. I think he did well all year. And capping it off on that is exciting to see from a freshman. That's really big time. So, like I said, it's enlightening to see we have a lot of guys coming back, and Randall's one of them. So.
Charlie, did you, it's an optics thing. When you go to 7 and you lose the last 6, so you just typically want to be 5 and 2. I mean, you know what I mean? It's out.
Well, what I do is I look back at those 7 wins, too, and you look at Georgia Tech, and we come back, and you're down 14, you win that game. You go to Illinois, you bounce back, and you win that game. You go to Tulsa, you bounce back and win that game. Those games could have went either way also. So then, we jump out there, and we were fortunate enough to come back and win those games. And then we hit, and the second half of our season was the games, they were the big games for us, and those were very good football teams. And so now we saw exactly who we were, and knowing we had to get better, knowing we had to coach a lot better, knowing where we had to play, and the level that we had to play at. And our standard, the good thing about it is nothing good about losing, nothing good at all. But when you go into the off season now, you have so much to build on.
Coach, what do you think the identity of this team was after the season?
Say it again. What will be the identity, or what?
What was the identity of this team? Do you think?
after the season as it ended tonight. Well, I mean, the identity, it's, you know, I don't know if we really have one right now. I mean, because you're always looking to, with any team, you're always looking to get better. You're always looking to improve. And so I don't, with an identity, it's, you know, we just lost 6 games in a row. Well, we'll have a chance to talk about that when we start back up in January. Say it again? Same thing. We'll have a chance to talk about it when we start back up.